Hello, 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 dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. As always, guys, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, I encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable for personal readings, so that information can be found down below in the description. So, Libra, you're it's a very heavy energy for you guys this week, I don't mean heavy like in a bad way. You're lighting some type of fire. There's something that you have finally decided to go after, or something that you have finally decided to set straight, or set the record straight. So if this has to do with anybody, like, being honest with somebody, or being honest with yourself, or whatever it is, there is this energy of like something getting a little heated, let's just put it that way. And that was like the main energy that I was picking up when I was setting up for you guys. So you're definitely setting something up on fire. And no, I'm not suggesting that you go and light something on literal fire. But for some of you, that may be exactly what you're doing. But there is almost kind of like this excitement for something, right? But in order to do that, or in order to move forward in that direction, okay. So for some of you, you want to get there, whatever there is for you. You want to get there. You want to get to the other side. You want to get to that destination, let's put it that way, that you have in your mind. Whether that is spiritually, emotionally, physically, whatever it is. And in order to go ahead and get into that space, or at least start walking down that road, there needs to be, it's almost kind of like the ways of the past, or the ways that you have been doing something, or something of that energy needs to be lit on fire. When we talk about fire, we talk about purification, we talk about cleansing, right? A lot of the times people connect fire. Excuse me, Zena. A lot of times, give me 1 second, guys. Buddy, can you give her that ball, because they're both right there, and she wants the one that's furthest away from her, and she won't go over the bucket. Thank you. A lot of the times when we talk about fire, a lot of people just think that it's just a destructive thing, and it really isn't, right? That is one of its purpose, right? It can destroy things, but it's usually destroying things, or a destructive energy, when it is something that needs to be released, or something that needs to be cleared out of your energy. So you're definitely, it's almost kind of like you're inviting that destructive energy to whatever it is that you're ready to let go of, to whatever it is that you're ready to move away from. So in an essence, let's put it that way, there is this really beautiful energy about embracing the fire, embracing what it is that it represents, and what it is that it does, right? Because what is it? It's a phoenix, right? That rises from the ashes. And that's kind of like the way that you're looking at things. So the way that you want to look at things, let's put it that way. Let's go ahead and see, what else do we have. Whatever decision you were going back and forth on in regards to love, there seems to be a disconnect between your mind and your heart, and you're trying to force your heart to listen to your mind. And again, we're not going to go into like a huge detail about that, but there is that struggle energy when it comes to love. Because again, guys, these are just general readings, and I'm just picking up on the energy that I'm sensing around. And it's almost kind of like, the more you try to avoid, or the more you try to suppress the feelings that in relation to love, now whether this is between two people, whether this is just about one specific person, or whatever it is, the stronger those feelings tend to get, or the more of a pulling you feel towards that feeling that you're trying to suppress or that you're trying to let go of. And those are for that is specifically like in love. So maybe this lighting the fire, this destructive energy when it comes to that situation is about surrendering to what it is that you feel, even if you don't take action about it, right? Even if you decide to go the logical way, or where it is that you have decided to make a decision. But if you deny yourself that you have feelings for somebody, although those feelings are there and that they're strong, then you can't really move into the next phase, or you can't really let go, if that makes any sense. Because if you tell yourself that there's nothing there, then in essence there's nothing to let go of, right? So you're still staying energetically attached to that energy. So let's go ahead and see, because I know not everybody here is for watching for love, but that did come up. And again, guys, these are just general readings. I don't do anything specific. It's just whatever comes up comes up. That box that you have put yourself in, and that you're trying to put your feelings into, is tilting. It's almost kind of like becoming unstable. It's almost kind of, and I want to say it's becoming unstable, because it's almost like you know, like when you open a box up, right? Or when you take the tape off or whatever, if you go ahead and you turn it to the side or you flip it over and you didn't put tape on it again, right? Everything is going to fall right back off. And that is in essence what is happening if you don't allow yourself to go through that energy, like the fire destructive energy, excuse me, that allows you to finally deal with something once and for all. So don't deny yourself the opportunity, let's put it that way, finally putting an end to something. You have been wanting this cycle or this period of your life or this season, whatever it is, however it is that you relate to it, to be over. Well, it is here. You have lit the fire. Now let the fire do what it's meant to do. So let's go ahead and let's pull out a few tarot. So we have the High Priest, the Ace of Cups, and then we have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Where was this deck? This deck was right here. All right. The Ten of Swords did come out in the reverse. So you've asked for guidance. You've asked for assistance in this. You've asked for a way out of something. And the hardest part is when you dive into those spaces, right? And it's not just you, Libra. We all do it from time to time. From time to time, we run away from the things that we don't want to face. We run from the things that we don't want to admit have a certain type of hold on us. And that's kind of like what you're being released from. What it is that destructive energy is going to destroy. That fire energy is coming in, or you're bringing it in to destroy that once and for all. To get out of that headspace that you have been in with the back and forth when it comes to a decision that you have to make. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull out a love energy card. This can be a romantic or platonic relationship. This can be your passion for your career or a hobby, or your self-love. Give me one card for Libra Spirit. Just one card. So we have the photograph, which is kind of funny because the box looks like a picture frame. So we have the photograph. Looking at your photo, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. So a lot of you want to get out of this nostalgic energy, right? Where you're constantly like it's almost kind of like, yes, there's a new day, but your thoughts are always in the past, or someone's thoughts are always in the past of what it was, what it could have been, but how it actually turned out to be. And needing to make peace with that, needing to heal and needing to grieve through everything and honor every aspect of it in order to allow yourself to walk into something new, in order to allow yourself to start a new cycle, to go in a different road, like just go a different way. But it takes time, right? For everybody's not the same. Not a lot of people can just logically make a decision and that's it. Like they stick to it, where they dive into the feelings, into the emotions. They allow themselves to to literally be broken down to the core, because they know that once they do that and once they are free of a certain energy or a certain space, oh, it's so much better. So let's go ahead and let's get a closing message for you guys. So what is the closing message for Libra? One card, Spirit. Root Girl. Number 46, the disowned self. And I really kind of wanted you guys to see this picture. So it almost looks like, I don't want to say it's a she because it just looks like a child sitting with their knee bend over, bend forward, up, whatever, and their arms wrapping around their knee and kind of looking down, right? And you see the tree branches and everything coming out, right? So again, those spaces that make us feel vulnerable, those spaces that make us feel the pain, that make us deal with the reality of things, those are usually the things that you would normally run away from. And no judgment here, guys. But I think that you're finally ready to face it. And that's beautiful. And you should really give yourself credit. Even if you haven't gotten to that point and you're just thinking about it, give yourself enough credit that you're at least thinking about going down that road. Well, guys, that is all that I have. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Mwah. Bye-bye.